Hi there, I'm Allie Elliott.
Hi, I'm Allie Elliott. Welcome to my stream. It's a little bit of everything today, and it'll probably be kind of a short stream because all I have to really do is decide what I want to enter in the next competition and talk a little bit about marketing because it's Monday and I love marketing and I just got some really cute little cards in. So I'm going to get started opening up, and I'm totally forgetting where I put them. So this is a different competition. Normally when I'm working on competition pieces, it's for a PPA competition. So IPC or district comps. This is different. This is for Portrait Masters. I am, not to look to see what I am. I forget what it's called there. Oh, hey! Hi everybody! Hi iClickUB. How is everybody? Good day. Welcome, welcome. How was the stream? I forget what I was doing. Was I already? Yeah, here we go. Okay, I was opening these up. How's it going, everybody? I am opening. Yeah, yes, welcome. Some new. Oh, that's the wrong. That was last year. There we go. Summer 2020. All right. Learned a lot and got mic sound fixed. Nice. That's a good day. I've been waiting. It's funny. I was helping my daughters clean their room and I found a fortune from a fortune cookie and it says good news of long awaited event will arrive soon. So I was pretty pumped because and it's got my lucky number on it. I just now noticed that 13. And then I got bad news. So I had long awaited news, but it was just the wrong, the wrong news. So anyway, that's that. And then, nope. I would love to have the cookie, but I only found the fortune. So I don't know. Maybe I used that one up at some other point. So I've got these that are going to go out. This is, if you could only do one bit of marketing, run your virus checker. You do one piece of marketing for your portrait studio for the rest of your life. This is it. And do a postcard. So I'm going to ship these out. These are actually, it's a postcard, but then you have to get an envelope for it because I didn't leave a place for addresses. So I got those, and I've got Santa. I know. It's May. Low base, what's up? So I send these postcards out 4 times a year for either special events or to clients that I love and want to bring them back. But they work like nothing I've ever seen marketing wise. No, it's gonna be stuck in my head again. That's so mean. I'm good. How are you guys? I went outside today, and that's what happens when I go outside now. All right, so I don't think I'm going to change anything. This one merited at district, so I'm getting ready for Portrait Masters competition. Oh yeah, that's what I was going to see. I have some title, like an affiliate or something. I'm something here. I don't remember. Let me look. Let me Google. I should write that down because I don't want to say maybe I'm accredited. I don't actually remember. I just don't want to say that going outside really is the worst. I'm very delicate. I don't want to say I'm something more exciting than I am, and then everybody will be like, "You're a liar." But I'm maybe an affiliate. Is that maybe it's not my fault. They should be more clear on what I am. Did they send me an email? I don't know. That's gonna bother me now. What is it? Let me see what the levels are. Accreditation. I'm an associate. That's what it is. I'm an associate. The portrait masters. House broken. Well, you've come to the right place. We got a lot of pets. We lost out on another house. It's I'm pouting basically. But I want to go through these and what kind of place was that? That's what I'd like to know. So I won't touch this one because I had such trouble with the color, and that unanimously merited. So I'm gonna leave that alone and just enter it in Portrait Masters. And this did too, actually. So I think I'll leave those alone, and that makes my life a lot easier. So here's the downside of Portrait Masters. There's no limit to how many you can enter. It's like 20 bucks an image. So I end up just like, oh, how about this? How about this? How about this? And throwing a bunch of stuff at it without putting the thought into it, obsessed over it, like I do the competitions where you have a case to enter. So here's an option. I do want to do this one just because it's a little different than anything that I see on there. This competition is very polished and glamorous, and it's different from the PPA competitions for sure, but I'm not sure I can verbalize why. Because it's not like the NAPCP competitions, they go by feeling and it's not really measurable. Limit yourself to 2 images. No, I can't do that. The ones you, oh gosh. I don't think I could do it. I was going to limit myself to like 10. Because I know there are some color issues with this one. And I got sloppy before I flattened it. So hopefully I can bring it back from that. So I'll work on this. Yeah, that's probably true. So here is the trap that I got into with Portrait Masters. The first year I entered, and I'm gonna look at my account so I don't lie, was October 2017. I don't know when they started having it, but it was one of the first entries. And deflatten tool, is that a thing? Don't get my hopes up. Because that sounds like some Harry Potter stuff. But I entered, it's not a thing. Oh, that was mean. So I just entered one that first year because I had one. It was the very first loan image I got at PPA, so I was feeling pretty good. And then I won a silver award for it. So I thought, score, and it was 7th in the overall competition, like 8,000 pictures. So I thought that was awesome, and I entered like 1 million in the next competition, and I did terrible. And so just keep throwing more images at it. Yeah, that needs to happen. I think so. I don't know if you guys have seen them, but it's a product that Graphy Studio offers, and it's like an album, and it has a little screen on the top, but you can put kind of a GIF, I guess. Um, yeah, you know what? I have zero self-control, zero. But anyway, there's like a moving picture that you can put on the front of the album, and it's a Harry Potter album. They stole that idea, but it's really cool. Actually, my son has the wands and spells. He could duel. He could duel with the best of them. He's got like a wand case. But I've never gotten that product because I don't ever shoot video. And I chickened out of renting for my game next week. I'm just gonna take what I've got and wing it because I'm a little bit afraid everything's gonna get beat up. So okay, so I edited these on stream. I think I'm definitely gonna enter this one, and definitely not this one. Definitely this one. This is one that I'm not sure. I entered it. I know that it breaks all the profile rules. I just like it, and that's a really stupid reason to enter it into a competition. But I haven't learned my lesson. This one is probably gonna get scrapped. But I do want to do this one, and they're so similar anyway. You know what? I'm already going to delete that one. Look at me. I went from 17 down to 16. Just knocking them out. Oh no! Well, it's too bad. I already deleted it. Gone. I might do this one. They have a creative category in this competition. Um, yes, you absolutely can. I don't think you have to be a member or anything. Maybe you do have to be a member, but it's cheap. It's like $20 a month or something. But it is the Portrait Masters, and that's one that they've got a bunch of videos on there. I've never watched them. I just do it for the competition. But and they give trophies. That's all it takes for me to enter a competition. You have a trophy. You offer a trophy, consider me there. And now I got fingerprints all over it. That one is way better than the other one. You're gonna have to be more specific. This one, okay, so maybe we fix this situation. That's kind of weird. But other than that, this is, oh yeah, I like the black and white one. Thank you. Not like, yeah, it is awesome. But I was really surprised how much I liked it because I don't usually like black and white. And I don't think black and white normally does well in that competition. So maybe it'll be different enough from what they normally historically they like really deep, rich, dark but saturated colors. Does that make sense? At least that's what I see. So I think this one could go in the creative thing. And this maybe not this one. Like I literally did this one for fun, and I don't generally do things for fun. I feel like normally black and white does better in competitions, but not for whatever reason, not this one. I can see that for especially for wildlife, like where you were saying that you can't have elements of that's like when people say they're fun loving. No, but everybody's fun loving. Nobody hates fun. Nobody's indifferent to fun. Everybody likes fun. Oh, and I do want to do this one, but it's got some things that I need to clean up and tuck that in and little details. I think I'll do this one too because I like that it's a little cooler than my normal stuff. And this one did well and this one did well. So I'll probably throw those in there too. And I might crop this because digital presentation is kind of a PPA thing. It doesn't seem like anybody else cares. Or should I? I don't know. What do you think? Does it need a little bit? I can be very indecisive. And I'm not measuring anything. I'm winging it. That's true. Never met someone who said they were fun loving. I thought was fun. Everybody loves fun. If you have to say that, then you don't have anything better to say. Okay, should I take it off? I kind of hate this color too. I said color weird. Color. I think that might have been an accent popping through there. Did I get it all? All right. So these are done because um, I'm not glaring at you, I promise. Just trying to see if I got the border. Did I leave it in there? I can't see it. Okay, it's not there. Now, if I look at these images too long, I'll hate them. So this is a dicey little game. Oh, I did. I missed one. Thank you. They don't do judging live for this competition, which I am addicted to judging. I love watching the banter. Okay. They just announce the winners, and then everybody crashes the site trying to see their score. It's fun. So fun. Welcome back. Okay. So what's everybody's favorite? Oh, and I was going to do this one just because, again, like the Lost, um, just to kind of see, because they were so experimental, and I feel like they probably will do poorly, but I kind of want to try anyway. Just have them seen. So I'm gonna. There you go. That's what Twitch is for. Put it in a sleep meditation app. I'm okay with it. It's not a problem. I don't lie awake thinking about it. I'm down to 16 now, so. Oh, wait. Did I open that one? Okay, for some reason, not all of these opened. That's weird. Okay, so only have to take 14 more out. And so this one, I might have, I don't know. Let me look. Because I've got to be careful not to enter the same ones that I've entered before. All right, well, okay, which two then? And that'll be the first two that I that I enter. Let me look at them bigger. Okay. It's hard because there's so many categories. Let me tell you what the categories are. Because sometimes I get real analytical here, and some categories aren't going to have as many entries, so it might be a little easier to snag one of those trophies. Okay? 11:30. Have a good night. We'll be here accepting dares. Okay. Here are the categories. Let me find them. Okay, contemporary portrait was which is a portrait of one person age 19. You know what? You know what? I'm not gonna put. I was gonna put the website up there, but I bet I'm not supposed to. One person age 19 plus showing personality and connection. Well, I don't have anybody that fits that bill, so we're not entering that. Family and group is a group of two or more family members that capture their connection. This one I think is solid. Whoops, for the family. That makes me happy. Okay. Who? Me or somebody else? I'm so bad at this. Why? Why am I so bad at this? If it's me, here is, I don't have anything set up. Flavio tried to help me. Okay. So maternity portrait. I don't actually have any maternity portraits. Have I shot a maternity? I don't think so. Not real recently. Let me look actually at my website. That's the bad news. Is sometimes like I'll be busy and then look at my website and recognize that I haven't actually updated it in several years. Okay, all these babies are older, so we're good. We're solid. All right. Oh, thank you. Woo. Bear, how's it going? Okay. Next one is newborn portrait. So this is what's weird about this one. The newborn portrait category is from babies 0 to 12 months old. Those are entirely different babies. That can't work. Boudoir portrait, which I don't shoot boudoir, so I'm not gonna be in that one. Teen, teen and you're tired, I guess. Teen and senior portrait, ages 13 to 18. And I wish I could enter the heartbreak image, but I already entered that in the January competition, so I can't enter that one. But I do have this one that is a teen and senior or whatever. There's Thunder. Children's portrait, 1 to 12-year-old. So I've got a lot of those. But wait, they don't all fit. They might fit somewhere else. Creative portrait is a portrait that has a unique theme or style, including fantasy and composite. This category often celebrates heavier editing. Boom, you're speaking my language. Oh, you know what? I just realized that this one could maybe be contemporary. What do you think? Would this be contemporary or creative? Okay, and then there is the category of movement, a portrait that demonstrates and celebrates the expression of movement. So maybe this one. There are a lot of dancers in there, but maybe this one, because a lot of cat dancers. I think we've got something special cooking. Oh, I gotta catch up here. Ooh. No, it's not. That would be cool. There's Harry Potter again. It's a Harry Potter portrait. Okay, so pet portrait. Oh, okay, so this could be in child, movement, or pet. Okay, pet portrait is photographs that display a pet or animal as the main focus or theme. And then wedding portraits, blah, not me, never. And then the challenge category is monochrome. That is used to describe a photograph produced in one color, including all its tones. This does not necessarily need to be shades of black. So I kind of feel like, could that be monochrome? And maybe being colorblind, I'm not great for this category because everything's kind of monochrome. Aww. We watched the whole Harry Potter shebang during quarantine. In order. It doesn't seem monochrome. Fine. Probably. That's probably right. But do you see anything in this set that I could turn monochrome? I kind of don't want to. Yeah, but that all looks like the same color. That's that's difficult. Okay, so I don't want to do too many in the same category. I'm gonna have a hard time narrowing this down. 16, it does seem like a lot, but this one I feel like is family. So I'm good with that. You sepia. But maybe I could take one of these and make it monochrome in like a different color. I love this in black and white, but should I mess with that a little bit? Oh no. See, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to end up with different versions of the same. Yeah. It needs a publicist. CPN needs a publicist. Okay. I know. I'm like Tommy Boy with the biscuits. I can't help myself. This is why I don't oil paint much anymore because I ruin it. Okay. All right. I'm backing out of this one. What about this one? What if I'm just going to give myself more stuff to do? Well, I don't know. I don't hate it. Let's give it a little curves boost. Okay. Uh-oh. That is happening here. Okay. Nope. I didn't mean to do that. I meant to. There we go. I hate it. It's not good. I should have left it alone. What color is that even? Is that color? I don't know. There's something here. There's something that I'm. Here, let's try this. Oh, it looks so weird now. Okay. I kind of like the pink. Since she's redheaded, I kind of don't want to change anything. go through the whole rainbow. Should I just leave it alone? I want to do it something monochrome now. I don't even. Mm, well, just for fun. It's almost monochrome, just like this, but it's not. I think I like the original still. I kind of actually like this crop though. How do we feel about a square crop? See something different from. Oh, I like it. I'm really just messing. I don't know if it's good or bad. How about that? What is that? Like yellow? Orange? I don't like the blues. I like the warm. Ooh. One. Oh, I love that. I love a nice shallow depth of field. All right, I'm gonna go back to this. Let's see. Kind of dreamy. A little. I don't know. It's just a little different. It's a little much. I'll take that down like half. Let's merge these and duplicate and dig into the shadow a little bit. And I've got to be careful though. That's high for one thing. So I've got to be careful I don't drain the color because that's kind of the point. Hmm. What's everybody's marketing go to? For 8 years, mine has been the postcards. And I change up who I send them to. I change up how I deliver them, what they say, what the images are, all that stuff. But they have a return on investment like nothing else I've done. Is this it? Let's see. Awesome, and everybody. I agree. Oh, look at him. Hi, buddy. He looks like he startled him. Uh-oh. There we go. That is beautiful clarity. He looks nice. That was 5.6. Did he pose for you? Look at his catch light and everything. So how is this lit? And this is Low Base Guy. Follow him. Love him. Snake, snake, cobra, cobra. My first soccer team was Cobras. So a heat lamp sounds awesome right about now. I wish I had a heat lamp. He looks nice. Like he's smiling. Doesn't seem aggressive. My state park that I shoot at a lot posted this weekend that they posted a picture on the rocks that I'm on very often, but they belong to the snakes. I get that. But they were like, if you see these snakes, leave them alone. They are very aggressive. I don't know who's bothering the snakes. Please don't bother the snakes. I would never do that. I'm on their territory. I get that. But I also would like to request that they not surprise me, because that's where the problems happen. Oh, in a striking position. That is aggressive. That sign is probably for me. Please don't take portraits of the snake. They probably like it. He seems like he likes it. I always say he for snake. Okay, I'm messing with this a lot for something that I'm probably not going to end up entering, but I want to do the monochrome thing. It's a little different, even though probably everybody is also considering the same thing. They all want that trophy. You were bothering the snake. I can honestly say I've never bothered a snake in my life intentionally. I've probably bothered them accidentally. Got really quiet. Okay, so what's the consensus here? Do I leave this one alone and enter the original coloring? I wanted the monochrome to be a little more dynamic, so maybe we aren't done messing with it. I love these little baby hairs. I don't want that to get lost. The black and white one with the other little girl, right? Or the black and white of this one. Because I think that I've got a few that are for sure. This one's a for sure in the family. This one's for sure. I just don't know what category. This one is, but I gotta work on it. Where'd it go? This one. This one. Yeah. And I'm just gonna leave it alone. Group vote. Which I guess the only category for this one is children's portrait. Maybe this could be movement too. I feel like movement and children's portrait are probably two of the most entered. I don't know. Time to overthink, ladies and gentlemen. Um, where was I? I know exactly when to do this one. This one I don't know. I kind of just want to do a fun experimental one. I don't want to play it safe. This is a competition that I feel like I can be a little more adventurous, fun-loving gal that I am. Sometimes fun hating or fun indifferent. I love this little dimple. And this is, I feel like we definitely need a dynamic lighting color range if I'm going to go with this version. I know. No, not really. I I feel like the expectations are so set and I have a precise thing that I want to do and with only 4 entries in a case, I don't want to rock the boat. So I could be. I just don't know that it would be rewarded. And they don't get trophies anymore. No comment. Okay, I'm kind of liking this. This is fun. Look at me getting all crazy. I still kind of feel like that's monochromatic. That's, ooh, wait. Now it just looks like I poor color balance. I like it. I did. I brought it up here. Is that this one? Wait. Oh, wait. No, I didn't. You're right. I missed it. I was distracted by the crusty judges. That's gorgeous. Now this guy, he's giving off an aggressive vibe. Go to low base, go to his website, and buy prints of this if you're not afraid of snakes. Maybe if you are. Oh, I like this one. What is going on with this? I'd be a terrible Peloton instructor for a number of reasons, but mainly the mic. Otherwise, I could totally do it. Look at no, this is monochrome, yeah, but it's his face. He's got snake resting face. I feel you, man. Same. My mother was worried that I wouldn't meet people because I was unapproachable. So I feel you, man. Well, it's like he's got like mean eyebrows. I actually think this is monochrome. I want to. What is right here on him? I can't zoom in any further. But is that or like right here? I love the texture, and it almost looks like a little raindrop, like he's sweating. F4, not sure. It would never score well in competition, but part of me likes it. Part of me doesn't. I like a lot of stuff that I know is not going to score well in competition. Oranges. Okay, wait. I gotta look at that one again. Oh, it's starting to shed. Ew. I don't see any orange at all. I see some. Okay, I see where probably the yellow is. Probably his eye. But I am definitively colorblind. I would call this monochrome for the record. but I'm not a judge. So, okay. We'll tell you if you like it or not. Okay, wait. What is what kind of snake is this? I started to guess. Orange in the scales and the back. Oh no, I didn't see that at all. Hmm. What kind of snake is this? Is it a something nose snake? Oh, that's a rattlesnake? Okay, so I thought that when they had a pointy nose, that meant they were mean snake. And then a more rounded nose, that was cool. They were cool with you. But if I had that backwards, we could have a problem. I like the textures in this one. It's different from the other two because those are so like smooth and even, and I like the rough, earthy textures here. Although, how far away were you? Ooh, wait, never mind. I just read where it came right up and sniffed the camera. Okay, and that's what I was. I thought maybe it was a. I thought they were called bullnose snakes. Not a snake expert. I will give you that. Oh my gosh, that's too close. Well, they would scare me. So I can't click on these. I'm cold. I need to hit one. Thank you for sharing those. Snake Snake Chat Mondays continues. So I want to give this more of a range. So I'm going to maybe give some depth to the fabric. Whenever I'm drawing, my favorite part is I keep tilting it. I don't even know how I'm doing that. It's not intentional. The light and shadows around a fabric are such a beautiful way to give depth to whatever you're working on. That one kind of went. So this being tulle makes it a little harder to make those light and shadows translate, but I want to go heavier on the edges as kind of a natural vignette, especially the lower. It's just kind of giving the illusion of a thicker bunching of fabric. So there's before, there's after. And then I'm going to save this as a separate file. Oh, here we go. I have time. So I don't have to, excuse me, I don't have to do it all tonight, but maybe I want to. Sometimes it's just nice to get it off your plate. Okay, somebody talk. Too quiet. I'm still not used to not having music. To convert a camera to infrared. Yeah, I did that, and I haven't done that since college, honestly. There's probably some filter. Okay, I'm going to work on the eyelashes too, just so that they have the attention they need. That's what's kind of fun about different competitions because this is definitely not something I would ever enter into PPA. Not that it'll do amazing, but this should be a little bit experimental from my normal. Little smart. This is the most expressive child ever since she was a brand new baby. Okay, and just keeping that, trying to get more depth in there. We're going to try infrared film. Oh, out the filter and then screw the filter on. Oh, that'd be hard. Um, I can't really help because when I shot infrared film, it wasn't good. I was just told I was a college kid winging it. Um, but I do think that would be cool to experiment with a little bit. Actually, I kind of like it darker, which is my go-to. R6, so we can invert using Mark. I've never used live view at all. There are times I think it would be helpful. That's a little much. I'm gonna actually erase back most of it. Yeah, I don't like that. Hmm. Okay, let's see if anything is blocked up or clipped. Okay, we're good there. Oh, we're good there. I'm kind of surprised. So now we can just go through. All right, so it's got more of a range now. I'm afraid I lost that little bit of her arm, this little shadow highlight where, she's a baby or little. It's a little more dynamic. Hmm. How do we feel about this color? Is it the same? I think I like it. Yeah, we'll see if we'll put good there. Uh-oh. Mm, bad news. Nothing's blown, but some of the hair is clipped. I don't think that's all right. Do want to see if maybe draining a little, just a little, and then we're in sepia territory, and that's gonna mm, just blow out the whole red channel. Hmm. I know that I was just talking about sepia, like, yeah, like not, but I kind of, is that sepia? What have I done? I can't, let's see what color it is. Well, that figures. That's pretty well sepia. I don't know, there's some reds in there. Maybe we don't do that. I don't know. This is definitely one I'm probably going to have to walk away from and come back and decide. Did I just come full circle? Direct UV observance photography. Hmm. Okay. I need a vote here. We'll spend a solid portion of my time cleaning sensor dust off my images. Ophelia on that. Okay. I need to know, is this boring? And I don't actually see a lot of color period. So, is what do we think? A, B, A, B. Sepia, isn't it? I just really wanted to do something monochrome. I do like the square crop though, so I might just hold on to that. I don't know. I'm gonna hold on to this. This is one I've got to get away from and then come back to with fresh eyes, and I'm gonna either be like, that is stupid. I only have 3 versions of it. That only put the count at 18. Okay, let's put them in order. Wait, before I do that, I want to redo a couple of them. Yes. No, it doesn't. And that's kind of what I like about it though, because it goes against the so should I enter, where is it? This in monochrome or child or motion? No, wait, it's not motion. Movement. Okay, so this could be children's portrait, movement, or monochrome. I need to know which of those. Monochrome. Okay. I need it. I need to win a trophy. Okay. I like that. I want to do some different categories because that's what's fun about this competition. This is me having fun. Okay. So, number 1, I think I'm feeling that this is number 1 in movement. That's a for sure. And then, what is my second? I think this one, does that still have, yeah, okay, I want to take the digital presentation for sure off that one. Did I change that? No, I don't want to change it. Okay, so this one just needs And I'm going to make sure I get past the stroke line. But this obviously I think is going to be the one that was composite stuff. So that is creative portrait. Let's save this. I thought I did. Apparently not. So let's see here. So this would be my second entry in, and this one too. Okay, so this could go in creative portrait or contemporary. I don't think I've ever entered anything in contemporary. That's kind of what I'm leaning towards. So contemporary is a portrait of one person, age 19 plus, showing personality and connection. And creative is a portrait that is a unique theme or style, including fantasy and composite. This category often celebrates heavier editing. So while this one has heavier editing, I think that it maybe makes more sense in the contemporary. So I'm going to throw this in. You saw that right? There we go. Okay. And then the fourth for creative. So right now I've got a movement to creative and a contemporary. This one I feel like should be in the pet, or what's it called? Yeah, pet. I'm not going to be able to cut any of these. And they don't care about titles here. Okay. I want to enter this because I don't have any self-control. But it probably wouldn't be the next one that I would enter. Let's clean this one up before. I do think I'll do this one. I'm gonna end up with a lot in creative, but I love a good composite. So this one and wait, we'll do this one too. I know. I was waiting. 2 times 5. I might limit myself to 10. That's fair. So this one and this one for sure need some work. Where is it? Okay. Sorry, that's probably right in my microphone, and I'm sorry. Sorry. So I know I drained this one. So I'm just going to bump it more than I normally would. And I think this one is perfect. This could go in child, this could go in family, and this could go in movement. This one was made for movement or motion, whichever it is. It's movement. A portrait that demonstrates and celebrates the expression of movement, which the downside is that I will be up against gorgeous, like New York City Ballet visions of perfection. Oh yeah, that made a big difference already. Where's my vibrance? There we go. I didn't actually change it. There we go. Okay, so the problem with that is that this hand and foot of his was cut off in frame, and I don't think I have anything that I can piece it back together with. So I would be amputating. I wonder if there's some way that I could, let's see here, competition pieces and this, there they are. Because he was moving so fast, it got cut off. So I really wish I could add a little bit of space to the both sides, well, both sides and the bottom. I know. I could crudely draw some hands and feet on there. If I have something close, let's see here. We need a side view of a hand and foot. I should have just taken a step back. This was not planned. In case you're thinking that it was decidedly not. Oh, why didn't I just take 2 steps back and my life would be. There's a hand I could maybe make work. Come on, buddy. Okay, that one might work. Well, you weren't here for my fortune. I was cleaning my kid's room and I found a fortune cookie fortune. I had my lucky number on it. And it said, good news of long awaited event will arrive soon. And we have long awaited news and we got it today and it was bad. So, you know what? If I have to summon someone to make this work, then it's probably my cat. I feel like she summons. Okay, now I have to remember where everything is. Let's see, competition. Oh no, I don't want to do that. Open. Why don't you guys tell me? All right, what number was I? This maybe a hand. Let me pop my back. 23, 29. Okay, so maybe there's a hand that is usable. We just need a foot. Oh, that hand's better. 2330. Ooh, hot dog. Now the lighting won't be right, but it'll be down there in the shadows anyway. 2334. We are on a roll. There we go. Okay, I'm going to get rid of this one because that one's done. And this one because that one's done. I'm actually going to leave the presentation on that because that's one of the few that I actually feel like it. I got too many open. Where is that? Did I? Yes, for sure. Okay, I'm gonna try it. Did I just portrait with motion? You see that somewhere? There it is. see very well. Okay, so first things first, I probably need to just um, and then I can crop that down too. But he broke his arm a little bit, just a little. Okay, so I'm just gonna do a quick basic here. So at what point does the filter come in? Oh man, and I did the motion blur on these too. Okay, I might wait and do those together. I don't know. I don't know what's happening. Oh, I hate wearing masks, so I'll try it. And I've got to flip this lighting around too. Okay. All right. Well, let's just wing it then. Should I guess put these in place? What's happening? There we go. All right. And it is, let's see, we've looked at this. Oh, they're there. Okay. I'm going to be super excited if this works. And it is harmonization. How do I? Okay. That doesn't seem right. Oh wait, maybe I'm being impatient. Does that do anything? Hmm. Oh, okay. Where do I change that? Is that something, or do they just know that? Hmm. I think I'm doing it right. Do anything? I can't tell. Yeah, I know. I'm not a patient woman. All right. But anyway, I've got a plan. Oh, I shouldn't have. I should have left that alone though. That's, I think, maybe the only one that there. Okay, this is gonna take a minute. We'll get there. All right, and I'm just gonna take a small brush, and most of the hand is there. We can get the information that we need out of what's there. I'm going to go a little bigger so I can get this highlight gone. Does it make any sense? All right, and I don't need the top of his hand, but I need it to match. And since there's that motion blur on here, before opening the filter, select the layer you want to change. When you open the filter, select the image you want to match it to. Okay, so this is probably not the best. That would be from like a more cut and dry composite. But since I've got to change the lighting on these, I'm making it harder than necessary. I failed. That's just too big. I probably erased too much of that too. I looked at a new studio space this weekend, which is kind of crazy. I've been in my space, this is my 10th year. And I thought I would die with my studio in that space. But downtown is not that conducive to business anymore. Missing fingers. What happens? Start from scratch. And I'm going to grab much more of that. All right, back to the drawing board here. So I just need the bottom part of the hand. But I want to hold on to size-wise, I think we're okay. So actually, now that I'm looking at it, we don't even need any of the wrist, which makes the lighting a whole lot easier. And then I'm sure that I haven't moved this motion blur since this picture because it's not something that I use very often. So I'm just going to go right down to the finger and I'm actually just going to grab like a real plain brush here. And then we'll put this down here in the abyss of this image so that you can see the light of day. And then you can get sorry that all you're hearing is click. Have to click. Like a little worm. Alright, so I do want to grab foreground of this drop. There we go. And on my sensor dust. Please and thank you. Let's do basic on it and then lower it way down. And warm it up a little bit since I drained all that color. Can't teach me new tricks. I tried briefly. Okay. And I have been doing a series on YouTube that is revisiting it's kind of telling the stories behind the people in my last exhibition that opened in 2020. It was a 4-year project, and and looking at that now, I see so many things that I would do not entirely differently, but that I would change, that I would edit a little bit different. It's frustrating to see. I try not to do that. Once I finish something, then I finish it and I don't critique it anymore. But that's a really hard thing to do. Go ahead and clean this up, obviously, in just a minute, but oh, that's the best. Okay. This is a happy little accident. I'm gonna crop that anyway. I'm gonna go a little darker because anytime I add in these warmer tones, it brightens it up a little. So now I'll get rid of the bit bigger. I am pretty close to the edge though, so definitely need to be aware. That's too much. There we go. Let's lower opacity before taking those big chunks. Maybe a big. And then my mouse is acting a little weird. Oh. Okay, and then I'm gonna use just really relatively low opacity. Nope, not in there. But I'll have to watch out for so this is all gonna need to get cleaned up. And I don't wanna maybe do I like that space at the top? So with the subject matter, I don't know if I want to really drive home the like the cluster factor of it because there's so many of him and he's everywhere. And that's why I kind of talked myself into leaving the chopped foot. Um, but I don't know if that translates. So this one is going to get much, much darker because it's kind of down here in then we need to go all the way back up, make sure we get rid of these hard edges. I might actually not go so ham on that. And then warp. There we go. There it is. The light in the main image is coming from the other direction. So I've got to get rid of these front shadows. Just leave that one under his foot. And then we'll play into that quite a bit. I would be more nervous about these you know, additions if it were a PPA competition, but I'm not quite as worried about this one. it's a very high level of technical excellence. Don't get me wrong, but it seems like Impact definitely holds a heavier weight. I think they actually did something recently with the similar to the elements of a merit image that PPA does. It was kind of their formula for judging. What is the best criteria ever? PPA? That looks terrible. Hmm. Oh yeah, it really is. Hmm. Yeah, we're just gonna match a little piece of this background after all. So the dimension. Okay, so I thought this would be a really short stream today, but I underestimated my ability to overthink every entry. And I've got a little while. It's not like I have to finish tonight. I think let's look. Where do you go to enter? Now watch, I probably missed it. There are the rules. Here are the award galleries. Okay, what am I missing here? Entry is now open. Oh, maybe, okay, I know they had some issues with um, the rules for different countries. Okay, so entry is open May 16th. I don't even see actually where it, but so maybe let me just get rid of. That's true. Well, I gotta decide between those three. Oh wait, I've got an idea though. If I'm being realistic, I think I could, but I might make it 12. Okay. Anyway, that's got too much on it. Mm, oops. There it is. Oh, there's a whole lost kid under there. Happens. Now I can burn that down. This image feels really bright to me right now. And there I'm losing my color again, but we can fix that. All right, now I'm going to go back and grab, okay, might be a different one might be better for the top, but just specifically grab this one with the lower. And add some color back in. Okay. Fix that foot. I'm gonna fix these headphones. They're so there we go. There we go. All right, we're getting there. We're making progress. Okay. So what's the cleaning up to do? Let's just, well, you know what I didn't do with this, I don't think, is motion blur. So let's do that. And now flatten and duplicate. And then just clean up these. So right now I just want to get rid of the hard lines. And then you can go back through with the lower opacity and clean up whatever. And then, okay, that's not too bad. I need a little brown and not so much gray. Let's see it. Half submerged crocodile. How can you tell the difference between a crocodile and an alligator? Their faces, right? Their faces are relatively different. All right, so I'm going to back up from this. Yeah, that is better. Definitely Nope, not that much. Not that little. There's no in between, tiny or enormous. Dang it. Alright, you know what? Let's do this. Flip it. And then back up to 100 and much, much bigger. Crocodiles' heads taper where alligators tend to be more rounded. Crocodile's teeth interlock. Oh! Can't say that I've. The interlocking teeth sounds like crocodiles or maybe a little extra. Which I'm okay with. I relate. Okay. So, let's see if we can maybe offer up some directional. If you're outside of the southeastern U.S. or a very small region of South China, it's crocodile. Oh, really? So those are alligators. Hmm. Okay, now I'm going to lower the opacity way down and make my brush a little smaller. Here's your wildlife news of the day. That's really strong. That's a little much. Okay. But before we flatten that, I'm not gonna make that mistake again. I'm gonna warm this up just a touch. There we go. Now I can flatten and duplicate and make sure that her face is the center of attention. And her face is so small in the frame. I might just make sure that her catch lights get the attention they deserve and give them a little boost. Just kind of giving her highlights, a little touch there. And then go bigger. Little highlight there, and even this little chin. I'm gonna go just one swoop right here because it's grayed out a little. There we go. Alright, now I'm gonna flip to burn. guys going on? Appreciate you guys hanging out with me. Okay. So I'm going to give a little teeny tiny touch of catch light. Just like, that's even too much. Oops, not that one. Nope. I touched it too soon. There we go. Giving her a little bump. And make sure that her arms get that same treatment because she's going a little gray in spots. And I like to do the different competitions for different organizations because they offer a different kind of emphasis. And I love PPA. Obviously, I love the rewards of competing and the degrees and the clarity in the competition. And I love this one too for the trophies, for the different, you're competing against a different group of people. Um, and it's a whole different kind of image that's going to do well. So it's fun to, have a different set of eyes to look at it. All right, I'm pretty happy with that. And I'm not going to enter tonight. I will bring these up one last time. I wanted to do and prize money. That is good too. I feel like I haven't ever entered a competition where the prize money made sense based on spending the time working on a competition image versus spending the time working on a session. But I will accept the money. This has prize money too. If you're in it for the cold hard cash, then you jump in here because I think I want to say, oh, here it is. Okay, each category winner receives $1,000, a trophy, and the opportunity to be the grand champion of the competition, and then you get an additional $1,500. So, not bad. Don't photograph people. I'm trying to think if there are. I don't think you have to. Portrait masters. Like pets and animals have a category, and creative is a portrait that has a unique theme or style, including fantasy and composites. So I don't think you have to. Some of the others are more specifically portrait, but send me the trophy and I'll pay you for it. Yeah, there you go. We were on the same wavelength. I love a trophy. Yes. Shameless. Okay, we're back to this one. Sepia, here's what sepia is. Sepia is to me the like old timey Western portraits that tourists used to take. Maybe they still do. I don't know. Where like you hold like a tiny gun and like you wear a big hat, and I did my fair share of those. Was somewhat of a model in my youth. Okay. I think I might enter this one. Yeah, probably gonna enter. What am I at? Instead of 10, I might end up with 16. Lobase tried to help me. Overdone, and yes, poorly. But okay, so then how do we feel about this other color? Okay, that one I just kind of, I'm gonna put all these in. Who am I kidding? Um, I'm gonna leave the color. This is cooler than I normally do. My gut reaction is to warm that puppy up, but I kind of like that cool with the deep, deep shadows. Okay. All right. Awesome. Thank you for being here, Lobase. Always. Thank you for the chat. So somebody else gonna have to pick up his slack now. Don't make me talk to myself. I'm gonna liquefy this collar down. It's got a Disney vibe with this collar sticking up. Nope, I have the wrong tool. Okay, so we got this one done. This is much, 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 much different than anything that I normally do, and that's how I love it. It's just trying something new, and often I tend to do that in this um, competition for whatever reason. I get in my head that like they'll understand my art, and then they don't, and it doesn't score well. But I've had a fair share of success in this, not like I have with PPA, but I feel like this is my so they have this twice a year, once in January and once in the summer. And my January competition ends up being where I'm figuring out what to enter in PPA's district. So they end up being oftentimes the raw version of what I clean up and end up loving. So to just see kind of what the raw will do in competition. Um, so I don't tend to do justice to the images before I enter them, and I'm trying to get better about that. I'm trying to maybe next year I don't enter the January one, and I wait and enter the finished product of whatever I entered in PPA, which means I'll end up doing really poorly and not have anything to enter. Um, but that's the beauty of streaming now is that I end up having more stuff, especially on the creative front, than I would ever have before. So it's been a really fun couple months getting to experiment. And there's a lot of noise in that leg. I'm going to clean that up. I'm going to obliterate that just a little touch. Leave their faces. Most of them intact. Just kind of block out, mirror out any kind of pattern back here. There we go. There we go. Okay, let's take a look at this now. And I see my theme happening here. That is this like almost monochrome, really, without actually being monochrome. This like beigey pink scenario. And I think I just went a little too bright. Baby girl's shoulder. There we go. Now, what I do wonder with this one, if I back up from it, I'll back up from it, is do we want a tighter crop? I think maybe, yes. And that puts the mama's eyes right on, I like leaving that space at the top, leaves mama's eyes right on the top third, and they're kind of in this circular, the way the arms scoop around, it's kind of creating this circular composition. Yep, that's it. I like it. That could almost be monochrome too. I'm talking myself into everything being monochrome. Okay, so I touched up that one. I'm going to leave that one. That one. That one. Something's going on. There's a party in the basement. That one. I think I'm going to, yeah. So really it comes down to these. Okay. Here we go. So here's the original. And this, as is with a digital presentation, just merited at the PPA district competition. It's, let me see actually so they have 5 judges and um, each one, let's see, don't wake me, 3-2. So this one was a squeaker. It squeaked in. It was not unanimous. 3 judges voted yes, thumbs up, it moves on sealed. 2 judges voted no. They did not discuss it. They just went on with their lives. So, there's room for improvement, although I think that it's decently solid. I'm really liking this as a monochrome piece. I'm not as much into that, but I like this one. So let's just go ahead and take Don't Wake Me 2 out of the equation. What I don't know is if I like this color, because it's very sepia-like, and that makes me throw up. Not to be dramatic, but it's ruining my life. Ooh, I love Nascent Vibrant. Let's see. I'm going to end up back at that same. Just enter that. What color is that? Is that red? I can't even tell. It looks kind of red. But I keep going back to it. I think it's because she's a redhead, and I know that in my brain, so I'm having trouble seeing past that. Okay, so this, let's see, what color is this? It is like a reddish pink. That doesn't go with a little girl though. And that is, let's see what colors these are. Probably browns. I mean, they're pretty red too though. I don't know. I keep going back to that same one. I need some input here. What do we think? Let's try a gradient map. Oh, I forgot it's over here. Um, it's kind of dreamy, like a little dreamland. I don't know. I feel like I'm selling something. I'm trying to sell myself on something here that's not really working. I always end up back to the same color. All right, I'm looking at my other screen now. All right, one more time. Let's try a cool color, as in temperature. Or let's see. That's real sepia. I think maybe we go with this. That actually almost looks green to me after. Let's see. Hmm. I like this because it's almost close to her real coloring, but okay, here we go. I'm going to save this and we will come back and look at it tomorrow and decide what's on the shopping block and what is for sure in. So this is what we've got so far. This is movement category, creative, contemporary, creative, pet, creative. There's a theme this year. Family, and then it's probably going to be this one. And this will be monochrome if I enter this one, which I'm leaning towards. Oh, but wait, I had an idea for that. Okay, this will be children. what did it say when I read the categories? Let's see. Children's, an individual child or children within the ages of 1 to 12. Or, so this could go in family or children. I think this might be better suited for family. Actually, I'm going to pull both of those back up because I see stuff that I want to do real quick. This one and this one. That is the story of my life. Real quick. So I like that as family. This will be family, newborn, teen and senior, movement, children, children, and that's all. And I've narrowed it down from 16 to 17. But one of those will be gone. There will really only be 16. I actually think I started with 18 because I deleted um, the other one that was just a little off for profile and probably something else that I do not recall. Anyway, I had an idea that popped up for this one. For one thing, I want to see if maybe we need to dodge and burn and offer her some catch lights. Oh no, she's got them. She looks dodged and burned too, actually, so maybe not. This is, I want to let it stay cool. Yeah, it's meant to be cool. I like that. The grays and the pinks. The skin tone is a little off, and that's what's bothering me somewhat. But maybe if I could just warm up the skin. And then we'll rest the inverse. And delete just the hard edge, basically. Just get rid of that. Okay, so yeah, that makes more sense. But also brings that warmth, brings the audience right in there. That's the keeper now. Okay, and then this, I wondered if maybe we could, I forget what it's called even. It's like a sponge maybe. There it is. Oops, and then I immediately got right off of it. That's helpful. Yeah, that's not. I wonder how monochrome works since it's our neutral colors frowned upon, white. You have white in there with monochrome because technically white isn't not a shade of just maybe highlight. That's going pretty gray though. Yeah, that's not. Yeah. All right. So this one needs something. I don't know what that is though. Maybe I'll sleep on it and come back and it'll come to me. So these are the 17 remaining options here. And I've got a lot in creative this year. Well, I guess, okay, 16, because obviously I'm going to enter both of these. You know, I wonder. I want to keep messing with the same image, but I wonder on this one. Duplicate, and I'm just going to do like a black and white conversion. That kind of shows you where if your dynamic range of light is dynamic enough. And it's not real strong here. And we've got this strip up here. I like the idea of it being dreamy. That seems fun. Really don't know what I want to do here. Just try to separate this. This should be a relatively easy separation from the background because it doesn't have to have a hard edge. It's got the tool wrapped around it. But I don't want to highlight the tool that's not under the hair. And then let's get a smaller one because I don't want the bunny to overpower her. And since the bunny's fuzzy, it doesn't have a hard edge and is a little bit floppy. Or maybe let's go like 30-ish. No, I don't like that. See, around the hair, it just is. Okay. He's going nuts in the basement. Alright. I think I'll leave this alone. Ish. I just definitely don't want to stick that in. Okay. One more cruise through here, and then I think I saw that it's Maple's birthday today, so we could go maybe raid. So a lot of these are the same things that I've entered and been working on all spring, basically. Um, but I want to do them a little differently for each individual competition. And I'm going to sit here thinking about that one. Maybe it'll come to me and it'll make sense. But with her red hair, that makes sense to me. And it's just a little off from her skin tone. And I think that's why it's not completely making sense visually, because it's it's close, but it's not quite. So maybe is this sepia? Oh, but if it's, if it's what the image calls for, then okay. You know what? Let's just. That's weird. Maybe I'm bringing it back. Maybe I'm starting a trend that never really went away, but it should have. Okay, here we go. Okay, I'm at the stage of acceptance. So I'm gonna leave that up and think about what I've done. And actually, I might send that to a friend of mine who's well versed in competition, not necessarily portrait masters, but an excellent artist nonetheless, and he can give me his thoughts on it. Because sometimes it's easy to get carried away just because something's different, and that seems decent. But regardless, I'm gonna find somebody to raid here. Thank you guys so much for your feedback, for hanging out, and just being here in general. Please, please, please follow me on here. Subscribe on YouTube. I've got a little bit of a bleak YouTube situation, so that would really be appreciated. And there's some extra stuff on there that I don't do on Twitch too. And I'm going to be building that up some more over the summer. Thank you so much for being here. Follow here, Instagram, YouTube, and hit me up and I'll follow you back. So have an awesome day. Let's have a raid here. And I think I saw that it was Maple Glade's birthday. So let me see if I did that right. All right. Thanks, guys. Bye.
Hi there, I'm Allie Elliott,